Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well. Have another great day. This video I'm going to be reviewing the Goldshell KD Box II. This is a Kadena ASIC miner and it does 5 terahash at about 400 watts, and also there's a low power mode which you can do 3.5 terahash at 260 watts. I will verify that throughout this video using a 1200 watt HP server PSU with a parallel miner ZSX amp edition board, and also looking at the exact power consumption at the wall at 120 volt power. Okay, typical wall socket for North America. So we will verify that throughout this video, but as well I do want to talk about if it does make sense to buy this or not, comparing it to other Kadena ASIC miners, which I'll show you right now. On the screen here, there are a bunch of Kadena ASIC miners out right now. And in terms of the efficiency, all right, the hash per watt that it takes to power per terahash, this KD Box II with the low power mode is actually pretty efficient, and it's actually below the iBelink KA3. And then in the normal hash rate mode with the 5 terahash for 400 watts, it then stacks up against the Goldshell KD Lite. Alright, so you guys can see the efficiency numbers here. And so thank you to Crypto Miner Bros who sent me this KD Box II, and we're actually going to be doing a giveaway together right now. So I'll tell you how to participate. Gleam link down below if you want to participate in winning this, and I will be choosing the winner during a live stream at the end of this month on the 31st, January 31st. I will choose the winner live. They will get one right from Crypto Miner Bros. So cryptominerbros.com. Thank you guys so much for sending this to me, and as well giving one away to a lucky viewer of the RPM channel. So thank you so much guys. Link down below. So you guys may saw earlier, I actually do have an iBelink KA3 here. This is going to be for another video, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, so for anyone that may want to purchase this and want to know, I guess, some specs physically, so this is the box that it came in, and this is the inside foam that it came in. So the packaging was just fine, totally perfect, but I also did receive a 750 watt power supply with it as well. I am personally going to be using this is just a parallel miner ZSX board with a 1200 watt HP server PSU. Now, looking at the physical size of the KD Box II, okay, so comparing it to, I guess, the first gen gold shells, you guys know the mini doges, or even the KD boxes, the first generation, they were this size. So judging by this, you guys can see that the number 2 revision KD Box II is a little bit higher. It looks like the fan configuration is the same, but then the differences here is that the power and Ethernet and the indicator lights and the IP report button is at the top here of the KD Box II, rather than on the KD Box I. There's nothing here because the I/O ports essentially are on the back. All right, normally the 6-pin Ethernet and whatnot indicator lights are down here, IP report button down here. You guys can see on the back of here, there's basically nothing. It's just the, I guess, the heat that comes out this way or potentially the other way, which I do want to verify in this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and plug this in, and we'll do this live right now. Okay, so I'm going to take a 6-pin from the ZSX amp edition board. We're in just like so, and then I got another one, as this one requires 2 6-pins for power. Okay, so that's all well and good. Make sure it's nice and snug. Okay, next I am going to be plugging in the Ethernet, and that goes here. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna now turn this baby on by hitting the parallel miner. Alright, let's see if this thing hopefully does not go up in smoke. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, it's got the power indicator light. It's got the Ethernet light. Okay, so what I'll most likely have to do now is I have to go to my router, or I can do advanced IP scanner to get the IP address of this KD Box II so I can configure it in the web browser. Just a quick how-to in case anyone is getting one of these and is wondering how to do that. It's very simple. Put the IP address in the web browser, log in as admin. I think the password is 1 through 9. And then once you get in, you can go to settings and set your pool and your worker name and all that kind of stuff for mining Kadena. All right, very, very simple. I mean, ASIC miners are generally very easy to set up versus, let's say, I don't know, a GPU mining rig, as you guys can see here. But, you know, GPU mining rigs, these things are near and dear to my heart, as all of you guys know. I love GPU mining, but ASIC mining, hey, it's cool as well. All right, so guys, that's gonna start up. I will see you guys back here in 1 sec. We will verify if this mines at 400 watts at 5 terahash. Be right back. Okay, it's mining at about 5 terahash, and my power meter says 415 watts at about 115 volt. This is definitely advertised as what they say for the power consumption in hash rate mode. And just going at the web GUI here for the miner, it shows after about 20 minutes, I'd say, it did connect to my poolflare.net account. I'm mining on poolflare.net for Kadena, as well as my other Kadena ASIC miners as well. And you can see here the KD Box II, this is what it's named. It's averaging at about 5.15 terahash. So the average hash rate is, yeah, about 5 terahash. So that is all well and good. Some other specs here you guys want to know, maybe the temperatures. It's hovering around 78.4 Celsius. It is about 74 Fahrenheit where I am mining right now. So it's not that hot, honestly. So this thing, it feels like it's pumping out a good amount of heat here. And I guess one of the good things about it, it's pretty quiet, you know, versus, let's say, an iBelink KA3, you know, a big boy Kadena ASIC miner. So that could be a consideration for those that may want to purchase one of these, is because, you know, smaller form factor, you can basically plug these anywhere around your house, you know, on regular 120 volt power. And it's essentially quiet as well. So let's go ahead now and try low power mode and see what the results are. Be right back. Okay, it's on low power mode. We're using about 253 watts. All right, so their advertised was 260 watts. All right, plus or minus, I guess, 5%. So it looks like we're in that range. And yeah, it's mining at about, I think, 3.4 terahash for me. Okay, it's at 3,475 gigahash at this point in time. Fluctuates a little bit, but yes, low power mode does work on this KD Box II. Pretty cool. I like that there's a low power mode. I mean, there is also a low power mode for the KD lights. I haven't seen one for the first gen KD boxes, so it just makes these a lot more enticing in a way. And I forgot to show like the dimensions side by side this way. So lengthwise, in this way, it looks like they're the same length, but widthwise, just show you guys here. All right, looks like the KD Box II is a little bit wider. You guys can see here, okay? So yeah, that's the size difference compared to the first gen. Otherwise, I really like the black design. And yes, the heat does come out through the back here, just to let you guys know again. All right, we're in the portion of the video where I'm just gonna talk about if this thing is worth buying. So I guess for me, the pros, which I mentioned before, it's reasonably quiet, it's small, it's portable, you can plug it into 120 volt. But efficiency wise, what I showed you guys in the beginning, that list, that this KD Box II is efficient at low power mode, I guess a little bit less than a iBelink KA3. But this iBelink KA3, or even the Bitmain KA3, which is the most efficient and has a lot more hash rate. These two big guys, like these big boy ASICs, cost, you know, a lot more than a little tiny KD Box II. And then another thing to consider, because as of right now, I believe this KD Box II is only profitable at about 50 cents a day at 10 cent kilowatt hour. So depending on your electrical rate, you know, this may or may not be profitable for you. So what I mean by that is, as a lot of these bigger ASICs start coming out, start rolling out to customers like the BMK3 or the Bitmain KA3, these ones have a lot more hash rate. So that is going to raise the network difficulty of Kadena. And if the price of Kadena doesn't go up, then if everything as it was now, then the profitability is obviously going to go down with these, right? If the price of Kadena doesn't go up. But ultimately, I think majority of people who buy these are mining Kadena for the long term, as they're thinking there could be price appreciation for Kadena down the road, as you know, it's happened before with, you know, some pumps during the bull run. And so in the next Bitcoin cycle, if Kadena could go up as well, then that could be a nice proposition for people that buy these. If Kadena decides to go up in price, then you know that profitability is going to come back if you have one of these, or even the BMK3s, or really any other Kadena ASIC miner out there. We've seen prices of ASIC miners go up a lot in bull runs. But depending, of course, how many of these types of miners are going to come out on the market, raising the difficulty, and that is what equates to the profitability depending on the price of Kadena at the time. So due diligence, buy at your own risk. These are only one algo specific. All right, so for Kadena, that's the algorithm. So specifically that, you know, the KD Box II can only mine Kadena, nothing else. I have not seen any other coin out there that could utilize the Kadena algorithm. So you're really tied into the, essentially the Kadena ecosystem for ASIC miners for mining, essentially. All right, guys, I think that's it for my little review of the KD Box II. Oh, and I forgot, there is no Wi-Fi on this, but I heard down the grapevine that there will be a Wi-Fi version of the KD Box II. So, or maybe that could be the KD Box II Pro. Not quite sure. Anyways, thank you, Crypto Miner Bros, for sending this to me, as well as providing the giveaway for a KD Box II for the community here, guys. Gleam link down below. I will choose the winner live during a live stream January 31st in like a week or so. Make sure you guys go participate down below. You don't have to participate in the live stream. I will contact you through Gleam, through your email, essentially. So you don't have to worry about that. And also, if you are interested in purchasing one of these KD Box IIs from Crypto Miner Bros, I'll have a link down below. And I know some people are going to look at their pricing and say, Red Panda, how come it costs more than the Goldshell website? Well, Crypto Miner Bros actually factors in the shipping and duties and taxes in their price as well. So Crypto Miner Bros is not scamming you or anything, because other websites don't tell you until you check out. All right, so thank you, Crypto Miner Bros. Thank you everyone for watching. Let me know if you have any comments or concerns regarding the KD Box II. I reply to you all down below. Stay tuned for the review of the iBelink BMK3 coming up probably in the next video or two. All right, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.